Hi, hello, Memorii here, professional Genshin player and TCG main expert masterist. Do you suck at card games? And now that Genshin has one for more than a week now, you still don't get the hang of it? Well, this video is for you. Welcome to my advanced guide to Genius Invocation TCG, aka Genshin Impact's card game, aka the only reason now for players to play the game.
So far, the future of Genshin as far as the card game goes looks really good. I'm actually actively having fun again.
Obviously, I am expecting that since this is an advanced guide, that you have already played through the game's tutorial. The talks about the game's rules and system, so, play it. I will be focusing on 5 tips that are essential to becoming a better TCG player. And those are deck composition, how to plan your moves, value versus tempo, using HP and characters as resource, and a super secret tip that will help you in the long run. So let's get started. First tip, deck composition. In order to make a great deck in TCG, you're gonna have 3 components on your deck. First, what is your deck's win condition? Whether it may be focusing a single character, specific elemental reaction like freeze or quicken, or just to annoy your opponent by out-healing their damage.
Holy shit, I hate this game. I swear whoever wins this game, I still hate this match.
Second, what are the assisting cards that will help your win condition? These are the artifact card, constellation cards, and food cards. Third, it needs to have niche cards. Cards that are just generally good and consistent to any type of decks. For example, I have here a Noelle deck. Its win condition is to enable to just smash opponent's characters by using her burst and then normal attacking again and again. In order to do that, I added cards like Wolf's Gravestone as her weapon, Gambler's Earrings for her artifact, and Minty Mithrils for her to eat. I also added cards like Strategize, Chang the Ninth, and the Bestest Trouble Companion, for these are generally good cards. And with those 3 components, my Noelle deck is fully functioning and can win a lot of games. Tip 2. How to plan your moves. Now that you have your deck prepared, it's time to use your dice and turns to its limit. You always need to ask yourself, what am I gonna do this round? How will this round help me on the next round? And so on until there's an opening to win the game. Starting from the mulligan, aka the process of which you adjust your starting hand, you need to switch out cards that will only be playable much later, such as I Haven't Lost Yet, Heal type food cards, and Favonius Cathedral. Then, you wanna keep cards that are really good for your start, like Timmy, Liben, and Catherine. Aside from cards, you also need to prepare the dice you'll roll by knowing which character you will play and what ability you will use. In this example, my plan for this round is to give Noelle 2 energy for her burst and then switch to Bennett for his burst as well. But since the dice fucking hates me, I went for my alternate plan by playing Paimon and getting 1 energy for my Noelle. Tip 3. Value versus tempo. In card games, value cards refers to cards that have strong effects for a big cost, while tempo cards, which are weaker but faster and cheaper. An example of these cards is Catherine versus Leave It To Me. Catherine, while costing 2 die, is useful once per round. Meanwhile, Leave It To Me, while costing no die, is useful for only 1 round. They both do the same thing, but one is better than the other depending on the state of the game. Catherine is better when the game just started and there's no risk of losing characters, which is why she is good to keep you on your starting hand. While Leave It To Me is better when drawn later on and you're about to make a move that you precisely need all the dice you have. Tip 4. Using HP or characters as resource. A lot of new players in this game are too concerned about one of their characters' remaining health that if one of their character dies, it is already game over for them. In Genius Invocation TCG, only the last HP of your last character matters. It doesn't matter whether you win with 10 HP on all characters or 1 HP on a single character, they are both still a win. Unless, you hate your opponent for some reason. For example, enemy has summons that will deal a lot of damage to your active character at the end of the round. Instead of staying to your win condition at the end of your turn, you need to switch to the least important character on your side. They will tank the damage, and your win condition characters are safe and sound. And last tip is mentality. Keep in mind that you cannot win every single game. There will be times that you will draw bad, roll your dice bad, which happens a lot to me for some reason, or just your opponent's deck counters yours. Always learn from your mistakes or other people's mistakes by watching them play, and I highly recommend that you stick to one deck at a time, because in that way, you can refine that deck to become more consistent. Like after losing, think of the things that your deck lacks. Oh, it needs more draws, so you're gonna add draw effect cards. If it needs heals, you add more food or switch to a healer character. And if you master these 5 tips, you are now a better TCG player than before. So yeah, these are the 5 tips that are essential to becoming a better TCG player. Hope you guys learned a lot in this video and enjoy playing Genius Invocation TCG because it is really a fun game. There's a lot of decks that we can make, and if you want me to showcase fun deck, leave a like and subscribe because I will be uploading deck showcases where I explain a deck and play some games with it to show you guys how to play and win with the deck. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching.